Hello and welcome to another MCO market update on Solana. The Solana chart is currently just consolidating there around the 38.2 retracement. Not really much happened at the moment here on the shorter time frame. Just shows me basically a minus 0.08% or minus 0.1% change on the Solana chart. So not much is happening at the moment. The market is simply just consolidating here after reacting to our resistance level on the daily time frame like weeks ago. And you might remember that from the videos here or from my long-term video I covered on the MCO Global channel. By the way, I'm going to link it for you below, that we were expecting a rally into resistance. Okay, and from this resistance area, then we wanted to get some clarity, right? So how do we get clarity? Clarity about which of these scenarios is going to unfold will likely come in the next pullback. So either way, however, I told you already what my expectations are, right? So we had a reaction to this Fibonacci zone, which I think I can now remove from the chart. I left it on the chart because I thought it might still act as support but I think if we now go lower, a more substantial top has likely formed. So for now, I remove it. I like to keep the chart clean. I can also remove the trend line. We don't need that anymore. And we wanted to see a rally into resistance. So ideally, I would like to see 5 waves up for let's say for a more bullish scenario, a more clearly bullish scenario. That's obviously selfish, because with a 5-wave move up, we really can expect the market afterwards to go higher, after a pullback, go higher. With only a 3-wave move up, which in my opinion it is, the correction, it's going to be less clear whether we're going to hold a higher low or not. But I still told you that I'm expecting a higher low to form, so that would be personal expectation. Obviously, we have to be mindful that so far this is only a 3-wave move up. So I'm telling you that we can still get one more high, and that's what we are watching for every single day on the smaller time frame. For now, though, I think we could be coming close to the end of the A wave. As I said, we might get another high, then potentially to $167.50. But really, from a daily chart point of view, we're currently looking at the daily chart, that's just noise. Most of that rally from the April low is likely done. I mean, the price started down there at around $98, rallied around about 56, 59%, yeah. Let's say 60%. So it's not going to do that again from here. Probably not, right? From here, another 60% move up directly would take us to $228. Doing that possible without a pullback? I don't know. So all I'm saying is we're focusing on the most probable pathways. I can definitely see maybe, a rally to $167.50, maybe even slightly higher if we get one more high. But overall, most of that rally is likely done. So that means we already have on the smaller time frame chart the pullback support zone for white wave B or yellow wave A. And then if we form a clear corrective pullback, which, as I said, at the moment is the expectation, then we can still watch for higher prices. So we can watch for that C wave rally to the upside, yeah, or even a 3rd wave. But let's first focus on whether we get another high, and then we have a support area already on the chart, and we can focus on higher as long as support holds anyway, right? And then at some point we should, if it's the white count, get rejected potentially around $231. The yellow scenario should push higher. Now, we don't know yet which one it is. At every juncture, I'm going to provide support. So as long as support levels hold, we're typically going to focus on higher. So we adjust our Fibonacci support levels like a trailing stop. Now, let's also take a look at the shorter time frame for Solana. And I think this is like the last opportunity for the bulls to turn up to, let's say, save the reversal attempt from the 30th of April low. It does look unlikely at this point. The price has not broken any support. We're still holding here upper micro support. But as I said to you yesterday, we would need minimally a break above $149 to suggest a low is in here. That hasn't happened, so the local trend is still down. And what I don't like is that it seems to be accelerating the downside momentum. So that means last chance for the bulls to turn up. Looking at it, I would not expect it to hold. That means any break, I would say, below the intraday low that formed here, at $143 would suggest that a top of sorts has formed. Yeah. And I would prepare for a dip into this lower support area, but I will still watch for a larger wave forward to unfold. So at the moment, no support is broken. Very important. I told you what the invalidation point is. That's $140.60. We talked about that yesterday. So that would be the formal invalidation point for this 1-2 setup to the upside on the nano level. A break below it doesn't change much. It first of all would make me assume we might be in a larger wave 4. But then the market would need to prove that by, for example, giving us the next 1-2 setup from somewhere. I mean, this is a reversal attempt to the upside. Yeah. Again, not a high probability one, not given how weak the reaction has been to support. Ideally, we would have wanted it to already go up. So no signal there yet, okay? And because there is no signal and we're already trolling support, I think it's quite likely we're going to break it. Then I will watch for a larger wave 4. That's something we can then track over the coming days, but would already prepare mentally and financially for a dip into the lower support region between $129.80 and $106. That really hasn't changed for weeks, just a little bit maybe, but that hasn't really changed in significant ways. So this is the main support area. If we now start a B wave pullback or a wave 2, this is the main support zone to watch, showing the main risk levels, especially the $106 level. Yeah, and probabilities that this pullback is unfolding increase with a break below, well, the intraday low and the invalidation point particularly. I mean, there is a chance we could just be in a larger wave 4. I'm going to watch for that, but then the market needs to give us new evidence for a low. How do we get new evidence for a low? With another 1-2 setup, like this one. This was evidence for a low, but it was an attempt. Okay, it's never a guarantee. So yeah, breaking below it seems likely at this point, and the market would then need to give us new evidence. So I'll keep you updated about that. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.